Hey everyone. So I have a mishmash to show you. Today is Wednesday, April 29th. 3 more days. Woohoo! And for anybody that's new, I'm getting married Saturday. So, I will tell you all about it. Let me show you what I got. And so, this is basically from the Sephora VIB. One thing from Nordstrom, 2 things from CoverFX. Let me start with the Nordstrom. I have ordered from Nordstrom before in the past, but that's not my usual go-to. And Mary Ellen, she talked me into this. This is the YSL Volupte Tint and Oil Cherry My Cherie. Me saying French stuff, seriously. Well, Sephora, hello. I go to Sephora to purchase this with the 15% off, and Sephora is sold out of it. So I'm like, really? And it's like, every time I the VIB, is it just me? Or does anybody else notice, like, something you want, you go, and it's gone? So I actually went to YSL's website, and then they were sold out there. Nordstrom had it. So it is, I think, $31, $32. It's a little on the pricey side. The only thing I've ever tried from YSL is the Touche Éclat. That's it. And I've liked that, but I found, cheaper things. So here is what the applicator looks like. Very strange looking. I have it on, but I have it on over a lip pencil. I have Soar from MAC. So that's not really the true color. Let me swatch. It does leave a, because I've tried it out, it does leave a stain behind. But it smells like watermelons, which is delightful. And it does, yeah, shiny. So it makes your lips definitely look juicy. And then once that comes off, you're left with the stain. So it's very nice. If you wanted like a more in-depth review, just let me know. So I was at Nordstrom, so now go to checkout, and it's like, I think it's $31 or $32. And all of a sudden it says in my card it's like $28. I'm like, oh boy, I got a discount. Because VIB, you get some, you get a percentage off. That to me is the best time to try something, and get it for a little cheaper. But I have to say that their samples are just, I picked the MAC Zoom Lash sample. I have this on. And I have to say, if this is the brush, it seems like a traditional type brush. I really like this. I mean, my lashes are short and stubby, nothing spectacular, so this actually made my lashes look nice. And we'll see how it wears, if there's any, I noticed my lashes going down a little bit, but with most mascaras, that's what my lashes do after curling them. But I like this. And then they also gave you a sample of the number 5 Cherry My Cherie, and you got to pick these. And then I thought I'd try Lancome, but look at how cute this sample is. Little brush, and then those lip colors, you're going to get at least a couple wears out of them. So I thought, what a great way to try, without buying. Very nice. So I'll leave Sephora for last. So then I ordered from CoverFX. So I had to. I had to order these because these are the custom drops. I had seen Tati from Glam Life Guru. She reviewed this with the anti-aging primer. Let me show you what this looks like. It definitely, in my opinion, has a silicone type base. It does have a weird scent. I have it on. If you want an in-depth review on this, just let me know. I will have time to play around. But the drops is really what interests me. And I have my drops in the number 20. Now, the reason why I bought these from Cover FX is because Tati had a coupon. I think it was for 20% off. And I thought, well, I'd be saving more money if I order from here than Sephora. So I was able to, on the Cover FX website, you can upload a picture and they can match you. So mine is an N20, and it comes with a dropper type applicator. Now, if you want a review on this, just let me know. I do have this on today. I have used this, I have it on now, and I mixed it with the, let me show you a swatch of this. I mixed it with the Dream Wonder foundation, and then Friday, which I'll explain to you at the end, I went out with my maid of honor, and I mixed it with the L'Oreal Lift foundation. Nice, stayed on. So there's what it looks like. That is, you can see how pigmented it is. So I will say this, it has, I'm just saying, has the similar feel to the Dream Wonder foundation. And I thought, is it me? And like this morning, no, it's not. But it has much more coverage, so as you can see. And then, let me just blend this in to show you. So you can see half my hand. But, so like if you're unsure of the color, you can upload a photo. I think this is forgiving. It does leave a nice finish, but as you can see, it is, you can make it as full or as light as you want. You can mix it with the primer, you can mix it with an oil, you can mix it with a moisturizer, other foundations. I think this would be a great thing. I'm going to see how it wears on my skin, but, you know, for the summer, to have, you know, a color, and then, you know, to lighten something up, or maybe darken something up. I think these are really good. It wore very well Friday. Find it kind of enjoyable. But if you want to feel full review, just leave me a comment, because I will be able to, within the next couple of weeks, play around and, you know, form an opinion on it. So now we're at Sephora. Took you all over the world. So, this is very small. I needed a new beauty blender. So I got a new one. And it was funny because when it came in, it comes in a little container. I was like, did I order the mini? Because that's how out of shape my other one is. Love this. The best $20 I've ever spent. And I don't get rid of them every 3 months. I mean, maybe some people do, but I don't. I clean them. Cleans up very nice. I use Dr. Bronner's Bar Soap. Just cleans up, dries. Love it. So that's, to me, like Sephora, like a repurchase of something. Is a good time to. Then I decided I wanted to try a mask from Dr. Jart. So I bought the Brightening Infusion Hydrogel Mask. So I did this Sunday. I was going to wait till the day of the wedding to do that. And I thought, and that would be really smart, Chris-Ann, in case you have a reaction, you know, and wind up with like 50 bazillion bumps on your face. Or like redness or whatever. So I said, I think you should try it beforehand. And I had no reaction. It was okay. I mean, I wasn't... There's one that I got from Marshall's. I will put it in the description box, the name of it. You can purchase it on Amazon. That one, I really like. And, you know, it's a cheaper mask. I think this was like $7. But I wanted to try it, you know. Sephora has their own masks. I love masking. So, the one mask that I'm telling you about, I think it's called like ECF or EGF. I'll link it below. That leaves a difference on my skin. So, I have martini eye masks that I will do on Saturday, and then I will put that mask on top and then proceed with the rest of my face. Anyway, so then I bought Makeup Forever eyeliners. So it's a Makeup Forever Aqua Eyes. I bought it in black and brown. And these are the kind you sharpen. I have to say, I had gotten a black one with my birthday present in November, and I've been using it like crazy. And there's the brown. Oh, there's a zillion colors. I usually tight line with these, and they really, really stay in the waterline. There's the brown one, there's the black one. I love them. And because of my little birthday present, which I had gotten the Smoky Lash, which, a little eyeliner, and then I had gotten this little lipstick. And the lipstick I got was it says N9. But I had gotten a sample of this lipstick and loved it. There's what the color looks like. It is such, I think it's called Copper Penny. Don't quote me. But N9. And it's so pretty on the lips. I was that impressed I actually bought the full size. And then my last purchase was a NARS lipstick in Anita. Never had NARS lipstick. Here's what the color looks like. Very pretty, neutral, shocking. Yeah. So, that was my Sephora. And then I went to Walgreens. And it's funny, I've been to the drugstore a few times. And, Pete's always, go look at the makeup. And I've been like, meh. And he's like, really? I'm like, let's buy more hair dye. That's what I've been buying when I go to the store. Hair dye. Nothing has really been like, oh, I need that, or, I want that. But I did see this, and I did want to try it. It is the Fergie, the Wet n Wild Fergie in the Center Stage collection. It says 10-hour around-the-clock blush. And there's what the color looks like. I do have this on. It is a very, you can barely say it. It's very, it's not super pigmented or hard to work with, which I appreciate. Because sometimes, with blushes, sometimes that can be very difficult. Oh, by the way, they stay on. Just to let you know. So, I missed you last week. I have been very busy, obviously. Getting married Saturday. Oh, let me show you the rings. So yeah, 3 more days. We met with the DJ last night. And that was amusing because, as you all know, I love music. And then, you mentioned one, you mentioned one thing, and I was like, oh yeah, I love them, and I saw this one in oh yeah, I saw that one in so, the jeweler gave us a double box. I don't know if you're going to be able to get to see them. So there's what they look like. That's Pete's. That's mine. I'll show you actually, on my finger next week. But this was the drive from hell. I was like hanging on for dear life because we went over on a Friday, which when we first went over to pick them out, it was a Saturday, so it was fine. That Friday morning, I was literally, hanging on for dear life. And Pete's like, you know, what are you worried about? I said, these people, they drive like animals. And they just don't care. It's like, oh, there's a car there, who cares? So I was like, couldn't wait to get home. So, yeah, so last night we met with the DJ. We tied things up. He told us, it's like, Saturday is going to come and go like that. Because it's like, 6 o'clock is the reception. 6:30 is the ceremony. Right after ceremony, me and Pete have our first dance. Right after that will be the toast. 7 o'clock, dinner. Then from like 7 to 9, dancing. 9 o'clock, around 9-ish, he said, you know, the cake will be served. Then me and Pete, then Pete will dance with his mother before the cake is served. And for anybody that's new or people that don't know, my father passed away. Hopefully. 4 years, almost 4 years ago. I didn't think this would happen. And the DJ kept asking, you know, do you want to dance with somebody? And, you know, I will have him remembered in the ceremony, but I don't want to do that because, as you can see, it still affects me. I was in such a good mood, too. So, he had asked me if I wanted to dance with my sons or my brother, and I said, you know what, no. I said, only because I don't want to be sad. Been having these moments, though. So, he said, well, then, he can dance with his mother, then it's not so obvious that you're not doing a dance. So, he's going to dance with his mother, and then, at some point, me and Pete have picked songs to each other, and, I will tell him not to watch this video. I picked, because I got so upset, I forgot what I picked. But there's a story with this. About 4 years ago, on Light FM, for anybody who lives in New Jersey, they're going to know what I'm talking about. They have, like, dedications. So, 4 years ago, you could email your dedication, and they pick you, they'll let you know what time it's going to come on. So, Pete used to joke and always say to me, "Good night, Gracie." And he'd say, "Good night, Gracie," and I'd say, "Good night, Gracie." But I had no idea that it went to George Burns and his wife. I'm younger than Pete, so I didn't know. So that used to be a running joke with us. So he'd call me Gracie from time to time. So I had wanted to dedicate a song to him, and they picked me, and so I used Gracie. And it was funny because that night I had made empanadas, and the song was coming on like 7:53 p.m. They tell you the exact time. And then what's nice is they send you an MP3 of it. So he had no idea, and we have a little clock radio over in the corner. And I'm like, how am I going to do this, you know? So I put it on Light FM, and and all of a sudden he decides at like 7:45 to start doing the dishes. And when I cook, usually Pete does the dishes. But, like during the week, if he's not home, I don't leave them there and say, "You worked all day, go ahead, do the dishes." I don't do that. And for anybody that's new, I love to clean. I hate dishes. Just an FYI. I mean, I do them, but I can't stand, I don't know, just don't like dishes. Anyway, so, I'm like, "You gotta go in the room. I have a surprise for you." And he's looking at me like, "Really?" I said, so he goes, "Well, I will. I just want to do the dishes." I'm like, "No, but you gotta go in there and turn the radio on." And he's like, "But I'm gonna do I said, he's like, it was like you became possessed. He was like, "Get in there." Maybe I was. So then, the song that I had dedicated to him was I Could Not Ask for More by Edwin McCain. So that is the song I will be dancing with, I will be dedicating to him. And I don't know what song he's dedicating to me, which next week I will tell you. Also, I was going to do eye looks. You know, and so Friday night, this was the other thing I had mentioned about going out with my friend. We had gone to a restaurant because she wanted to do something, and we had, I think it's called Brasilia, where, if anybody knows the real name of it, just let me know. It was at a steakhouse in Newark, and they come around with meat on like a stick, and then they slice it off, and if you like meat, you will love that. It's all different kinds of meats, you know, all different kinds of steaks, done all different types of ways, pork, chicken. I ate a chicken heart. And my friend Tracy's like, no. And the guy's like, it's good. I said, you're going to say that about everything you bring over. I said, but I'm going to try it. So Tracy's like, you're so adventurous. I'm like, it's a chicken heart. If I don't like it, I'll just swallow it. I won't really chew it, I'll just swallow. But it wasn't bad. It was a little chewy, but it was like, you wouldn't have thought like you were eating heart, you know? Anyway, so getting to the eye looks. I had said a while ago, I'm going to do eye looks, and then somebody had said, oh, that would be cute, we could vote, and this and that. And I thought, what a great idea, but then I thought, no, because I know me, and Friday night I'm always done getting ready early, because I give myself more than enough time, and I start tweaking. You know, let me know if you tweak. You know what I mean? It's like, obviously if I don't have time, that's it, you know? But I had like 40 minutes, and I was ready, so I'm like, you know, adding a little more color here, you know, putting some underneath the eye, maybe a little more cheek color. No, I don't, maybe add this lip line, you know. So I tweak it, so I'm like, I could show them like 5 different eye looks and not do any of them, because I just know how I am. So what I will do next week, because we don't go on our honeymoon till Mother's Day weekend. That Friday we leave, we're going to the Outer Banks. We're driving. So I will be around next week, so I could actually recreate the look that I wore for my wedding. Instead of saying I could wear this or I might wear that, I will actually, you know, from foundation, everything. Seriously. I was all over the place. Anyway, I thank you all, really. Hot mess. Crazy. What can I say? Excited. Any questions or comments, leave them below, because this will probably be, if I upload anything else, I'm going to probably record one more video after this, and then I won't record anything until after the wedding. So, when I come back, I'll be a married woman. I thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.